How's Orochi doing this, man?
Nah, this is confusing.
I was so gassed. I wanted them to get there so that they can fight. But Orochi...
He's a sly guy.
Has he stung the Scabbards again?
He's a snake.
Orochi does. He's a eight-headed?
Dragon or something, yeah.
Dragon snake.
Man, listen.
Scum.
It's absolute scum. I mean, the only thing that made me happy was to see the main man, Goldie Roger, in a flashback, talking, drinking, fighting. Oi.
Fighting.
Welcome back to Conqueror Corner.
Woo!
It's your boy Rooks. It's your boy Vim.
Yeah.
I'm your boy Serge. And we're here to bring you our latest manga chapter review of One Piece 958.
The Promised Port.
Promised Port, man. It all didn't go to plan, guys.
Do you know what? I actually feel sad at this moment. Kinemon is screaming on the phone.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
Yeah.
Where's everybody? Where's our 40,000 troops? I felt his pain.
I mean, there was one quote, depending on the translation you read, I read a few, but I think it was on Jamie's box where he says, we were supposed to be ashes and we still came. And he's getting pulled back by Shorodoji, kind of trying to tell him, like, keep your honor, don't get too hurt by it. Like, it is what it is. And I'll rate Inuarashi. Inuarashi's like, there's a boat here. We can still go, even though it's suicidal. But it's absolute madness right now. But let's take it from the top. So we have the front cover where it seems like Chiffon and Gang Beige and Pez and the rest of the gangsters have arrived on Dressrosa.
Yeah.
And they're getting closer. They're getting closer to Lola because it says, depending again on the translation, but she was either there 2 days ago or she's there right now. They're approaching Lola. And I think wherever they find Lola or whoever they find Lola with is going to be big.
100%. She's definitely got an ally with her.
Oh, 100%, man.
Yeah. The question is who, right? It can be crazy.
And whether they'll come to Wano or not, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But I'm really liking this whole front cover concept and storyline that's going.
I like the idea of that because she was indebted to them. So she may have been training for the past few years, waiting for a time to say, we're ready to come and help you.
Not only that, did she end up marrying a giant of her own accord?
Oh man, crazy!
Because you had those big walk, like when we saw in chapter 955. What were those things called that were walking that caused trouble?
Numbers.
The numbers. Imagine she comes with the giants.
Nah,
because it's a big walk.
The giant pirates, all 5 of them.
That would be a big slap to Big Mom as well. The one child she said, go away to.
I don't think she'll come with all of them because that will be left for Elbaf.
No, but remember there's a new giant pirate at the moment for sailing the sea.
Just that crew.
That's that crew.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Jeez.
And then we go from there, and you know what? I really enjoyed this flashback. We don't often get Goldie Roger, and also we don't get to have him in motion, have him in action, have him speaking. And what a fun character. Does he not remind you of Luffy?
He does. He's enjoying himself. He's living a good life. He's having a drink, he's chilling with his friends, and he's arguing with his friends when the moment comes.
We see the respect that obviously
100%.
all of them had for Oden. But before I move on to Oden, Roger, let's have some drinks. Crocus, his doctor, you need to calm down. I'm not taking advice from a drunk. And if you look in the back, they're having a fist fight.
Yeah.
Man.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Who's got fists, man? I know Crocus like that. They got
Crocus gets down, man.
They got hands, man. And they got in, and I like, man. If you see Crocus throws a right, and Roger's just dodges it, and he just looks at him like, bro, you don't want this, man. It's that Pirate King fist. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Really interesting. Everyone's offering their help to.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
We get more in depth. So there's a lot of hype being built up around Oden right now. We only see him in silhouette form.
Complete silhouette.
But each time we learn a little bit more. So confirmation, he's huge. Because in that clip, you see him and you see the little kind of silhouettes of Shanks, Buggy, but then Rayleigh and Goldie Roger. And he kind of comes across probably like a white bear size.
Yeah.
Like he's huge. Which is as to be expected because Ashura Doji was huge. A lot of these Wano Kyoshiro is huge. These are big guys. These guys from Wano, man.
They're built differently.
They're built differently, man. We need some Wano sushi, some Wano ramen in our diet. Bro, I'm telling you. And they all offer to assist him with whatever he's doing. Now, I couldn't make clear whether it was something he's doing on the ship or was it to do overall with his ambition for Wano.
Personally, I think it's his ambition because he said, the first sentence said, I'm glad I joined you, Roger. So he knew, Real recognizes real.
Oh yeah.
Whitebeard and Roger can juice. Oden and Roger can, like everybody, no one else was doing that. So they all had their own moments within each other to say, oh, cool, we're alright, we can get along. But Oden said, seeking to become Shogun after thoughtlessly abandoning my homeland may be selfish of me, but
Prodigal son returns.
I will definitely make what I have envisioned a reality. I'm certain that with the aid of my reliable retainers, I'll be able to open Wano's borders. We should oversee the fruition of this 20-year-old dream.
You can do it, Oden!
I will, Roger!
Yeah, it was super cool, man. And like, we saw his ambition. If we look at the time, this was about 25 years ago. And he says that this was his ambition of 20 years. So what's really cool is how they came back from the dead 20 years later.
Okay.
So it's all like a play on time. So we know at the end of this arc, Wano's borders will be opened by Luffy. At the very, very least.
Inherited will.
Inherited will. It's absolutely crazy. And then we move on. Now, for the rest of the chapter, compared to the chapters that we had in the last few weeks, no knocking it, was a good chapter. But once we, going through the rocks and the Yonko bounties and everything, and check out, we got a video coming on that.
Jeez.
It's dropping this week on what the Yonko bounties really revealed. Make sure you check that out. But this chapter itself had gems. It had a lot of clues, a lot of little foreshadowing clips, a lot of talk about the weather.
Now, who do we know controls weathers?
Nani.
Well, exactly. So we arrive at Port Takage. Orochi seems very happy with himself because he stifled their plans. Like Orochi seriously is like a mastermind. Like clearly Oden, listen, in terms of power, it would have taken a guy like Kaido to defeat Oden, which is obviously what happened. But he's a strong dude. Orochi so far, we have no reason to believe that he's anywhere near that kind of level. I actually believe the Scabbards are stronger than him.
I think it's brains.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of intellectual arousal around because he messes with the CP0s.
He's got influence.
That's it.
He infiltrates strong people and makes ties and deals. He sells his soul to strong people to allow him to overcome everything.
And do what he wants.
He brought Kaido in and shared the title of Warlord of Wano with him for the sake of getting that position because he never would have had it no other
100%.
way. He has manners of the CP0, he has the Oniwa Banshu all under control, he has a lot of strong people under his control. So his leverage in Wano is crazy and we wouldn't expect nothing else. He's the Emperor of Wano, the Shogun, and obviously he did something, or did he? They say an incident occurred. So he's coming from Port Hakumai. Now we know the
angles, show them the angles.
The weather of the new world is very simple. So if Onigashima is me, Hakumai is here. And it's coming this way. And as their boat is approaching Onigashima, it's nice weather, nice calm seas, suitable. But right next to it is Port Takage. So they're right next to each other. However, the weather is crazy. Now, my idea is I don't believe that the weather is naturally like that because I do not believe that Kinemon would have picked that port as a place to meet if it was that crazy. So that suggests that something has clearly happened. What my question is, there's a few things. The last panel of Orochi's got the two kind of devil girls. Maybe not, it's a reach. Does he have someone under him that has some form of weather manipulation ability, whether it be a devil fruit, whether it be some other kind of technique, because it's not impossible. Nami has
science
the
programs.
Wano may have their own science.
Yeah.
They have their own view on Haki.
They have their own. They have their own ninja way, mate. Like, come on, man. They've got their own kind of skill set that they can apply to concoctions they can create.
I mean, there was a lot of powerful scenes there when we saw the guys getting emotional, Kinemon getting emotional.
Yeah.
Everyone's just in shock and doubt. They can't believe that no one's turned up. Assured, like, it was pretty cool how Inarashi was just like, the big cat didn't make it. Yeah. And you know they hate each other. Like, he obviously knows that Inarashi loved Oden.
Yeah, he would have come.
So,
no matter what.
As much as he don't like him, he knows that that Nekomamushi, is not a coward. So, it points to something happened. Now, I would like to take you guys back. If you haven't, go to the last panel of chapter 955. This was the end of Act 2. This is the beginning of Act 3 in Wano, before we had these, reverie and bounties of the Yonko chapters. The last panel, we have the snitch. Someone is snitching to Orochi to let him know that they were going to be at Takage. There's an informant that let him know about Hiyori and that let him know about Port Takage. Unfortunately, the next clip, and a lot of people start to think, is Law the snitch, because there was a shocked face of Law. My personal belief is that Law somehow was in the vicinity, he either heard and infiltrated that information that he infiltrated Orochi to find out what Orochi found out, or Drake told him. Now he would have Orochi had the drop on the Allied forces, but Law had the drop on him. And we know our Monkey D. Luffy is not breaking a promise. So I believe that they did not come.
Now the question is how they're going to go there. What transport are they using? There is a scene on here where individuals are carrying something very heavy, moving around. I'm going to go with a bit of a reach. There's someone sitting on the corner of that mechanism. I think it's Usopp. Can't really tell because the nose is a little bit shorter, but hair and kind of size.
I mean, they're carrying one of these big Japanese, like at these festivals where they're carrying people, it's hidden people here. And we know Oda likes to give Luffy grand entrances to wars. Marineford, he falls from the sky. Whole Cake Island, he comes in the cake. I mean,
so what's better to come in from a gift from the people or whatever this is supposed to be bringing in? Oh, Orochi, something for you. We care about you, Shogun.
You know what? We need more alcohol. Take this.
Boom.
I love it, man. Crazy. Now, also, other little snippets is, in the beginning, you have Orochi and he says, oh, guess what? Kyoshiro won't come. He will be left in charge of the capital. Now, we know or presume strongly that he's one of the 9 Scabbards. So, at some point in the story, he has to flip on Orochi and join the crew. If he's in charge of the capital, he's in charge of the prisons. That's more men. So, that's him there.
Now, when will he appear? And when will he flip? Will it be the last moment or will it be the beginning moment? Because the issue is Kyoshiro has to keep up his act until a point where he and his crew is safe. Yeah. Because he is a mafia man. He is a gangster, but he believes in the gangster family. He doesn't want to get anyone hurt. He doesn't want to get anyone in harm's way. But he's very strong. So he has to make to a point where he's like, you know what? I can't get involved until I know everyone's good.
I guess it's similar to the Gangbage.
Yeah.
He was the infiltrator in that sense.
True. Yeah.
Kyoshiro here, so.
But there you go, and there are some. Listen, Oda's a genius. He hides everything. He always second guesses us. He always throws off. But there are rhythms and patterns to how he writes. And if there is someone we got someone who's a battle for Nami, maybe.
Yeah.
Because Nami has the climb attack. She has Zeus.
Yeah.
She might help them cross the port.
Yeah.
I think the Allied forces are going to come from all angles. I think some are going to come under the sea.
Woo! Law, submarine.
Also with the submarine factor, Jinbei is coming to Wano, and I think he's going to bring the Sun Pirates.
Jeez.
If you think back to like what was the greatest war, and we think about Wano, we can try and compare it. It's going to be completely different yet similar to Marineford. People coming under the seas, people falling from the skies, people coming down the middle. It has to be. And people coming at different points. But what we will get is all the Straw Hats at once.
Yeah.
There's going to be that kind of scene where they all stand together.
All in a line.
Yeah.
All in a line. And it's like, bam,
the theme tune, you can hear it already.
Let's get this on.
No, I like that.
My MVP of the week, I'm going to go based on speculation. Nah, you know what? I'm not giving it to him because I just don't like it. I was going to... Nah, it's a sin to say. My MVP of the week has to be Inoarashi. I think he just touched me. The way he lifted that boat, the way he's still determined to go. They're not, they'd rather die trying to fulfill their promise and their honor for Oden than going back now.
No, I agree.
I'm still going to go with Kinemon,
Yeah.
Kinemon, it's just the passion that he has.
Yeah.
I mean, he himself knows he can't take on that whole army. He's not doing it by himself. So he's devised this master plan to bring everyone together to overrun them. And he's still in there. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks like he's broken down and stuff, but his heart is still there. It's like, I believe, come on. Where is it? Come on. I'm not giving up yet, so Kinemon.
My MVP of the week, Oden. The man who set the precedence from the very beginning. The reason our reliable retainers, Inoarashi and Kinemon, are there fighting for this position in the first place. The reason they're so passionate, the reason they want to prove something so badly is because of the one man Oden. Mystery as he is, he's a force to be reckoned with, because if one man can do that, and we've seen Luffy do it many times when they change people's hearts, make people do certain things, you got to commend him for that.
I mean,
flashback coming.
Flashback coming, 100%.
If anyone's an OG, I mean, everyone bows down to Roger, but Roger bowed down to Oden at this stage.
Jeez.
Well, listen, he was heavily recruited, man. Like LeBron James in 2003, man. He was an all-star, man.
Yeah.
But guys, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, leave a like on the video. Remember to check out, we have 2 more videos dropping. We've got a lot of discussions because One Piece
100%.
is heating up.
Crazy.
But
Don't forget to share the video if you haven't.
thank you.
But for Kokozaki Corner, it is that time.
Peace out.